Number one, all right, keep in mind, I am giving you the answers so you can make sure your answers are right. If they're not right, you can try it again, or you can ask me now or privately, I don't mind. But just make sure you have the correct answers. And if you're not listening to me right now, that's on you. Right, number one. Answer to that one is yes. Let me go back to page 169. Is this a linear equation? If yes, then write in standard form. Number one is yes, and this is the answer to standard form. Any questions on that? Okay, do y'all remember that? Well, it seems like a long time ago we did it, but number two is immediate no. Okay, I even wrote y. The x squared, that's no. So no work needed, simply the answer is no. It is not a line. All right, 1 and 2, how'd we do? Okay. Number 4, I'm going to move this paper up. 4 and 5 required some work here. I put down the steps. You want to put it in standard form first. Second, find the x and y intercepts. And then third, graph. Okay. Number 4, you needed to put it in standard form, which is here. And I believe number 5, you did not. But here's the work for standard form. Here's the x-intercept. Remember, it's a point. And the y-intercept, it's a point. In my opinion, this is one of the easiest ways to graph. Okay. Putting 0 in makes the problem pretty easy. Okay. And then here is the graph. I did not do this on graph paper simply because these are easy points. Okay. Just a reminder, please make sure you are doing the right x and y. All right. How'd we do? How'd we do on 1, 2, and 4? Okay. All right, let me move this down. All right, number 5, it is already in standard form here. So that was one less thing we had to do. Find the x and y intercept. For some reason, I did the y intercept first. I don't know why, I just did. X intercept is here, y intercept is here. Your 2 points, there's your graph.
Wait, can you see? I can't see it.
Oh.
Sorry.
All right, 1, 2, 4, and 5. We good?
Yeah.
All right, number 9. Let me scoot this up a little bit. Number 9 and 10. Find the zeros of each function by graphing. I did this earlier today. What I am going to ask from you right now is simply the x's. Please make sure you got the correct x for both of these. Okay, I did not graph these because I ran out of time, to be honest. On your quiz, I'm letting you know, it simply says find the 0 for this equation. That is it. Another way you could read that is find the x-intercept. Means the same thing. Remember, we did that yesterday. X-intercept, you let y equal 0. Same for number 10. Number 10 just was, I think, an extra step or 2. And that's it. How do we do on that? No. All right, let's see. Let me move up 9 to 17. Where am I? Okay. You were given the table. The rest of these, actually the last 3, please make sure you have the change in y over the change in x. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, yes, ma'am. Yes, I can. Let me get another piece of paper. I'll do that one. 18 was 3. And number 22. Guys, I am telling you right now, there will be one of these on your quiz.
Which one?
22.
I got you. Is that like the y2 minus y1?
Use your formula, okay? You're given the slope. You're trying to find R. It's several steps.
I have no idea.
Okay, well then you need to be writing this down.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, guys. If you're not getting these things right, I would write down what I have up here or ask me a question. Okay, can you do? Adriana. All right, I'm gonna do 17. All right, 17, you're given a table. It says find the rate of change represented in the table. Okay, I'm gonna write the table, so give me about 10 seconds. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 10, and 10 and 14. All right, we're gonna do the Y's first. Couple ways you can do this one. I am just going to do it the shortcut way, because if you look from this point to this one, we're going up 4, up 4, up 4. You see? Got it? And I'm making sure I have it. So remember, it's the change in Y over the change in X. So I'm going to go over here, going up 3, up 3, up 3. That's all you do. Now, if you wanted to use your formula, which I'm going to show you just for review, I'm going to just choose the first two. Okay, so I have 1, 2, and 4, 6. Okay? X1, Y1, X2, Y2. All right, here's Y2. So I'm going to say 6 minus 2 over 4 minus 1. Okay, now watch what I'm going to do. It doesn't matter what point I start with. I'm going to switch these. In fact, I'm going to do a whole nother set. Okay, I'm going to choose another point. All right, I'm going to say this is X2, Y2, and this is X1, Y1. Doesn't matter. As long as you do the formula right, you're going to get the same answer. So I'm going to say 6 minus 10 over 4 minus 7. Guys, what's 6 minus 10?
-4.
Negative 4. 4 minus 7 is negative 3. The two negatives cancel. So here we are. We're at 4/3. You see? As long as you do the formula correctly, you're going to get the same thing.
Why did the two negatives cancel?
Is that a fraction question?
Yeah.
Remember, when you have two negatives on a fraction, they cancel. That's,
I never knew that.
I'm not going to respond.
We didn't learn this.
Baylor, do you have a question or are you stretching?
I'm straight.
All right. Any more questions? Yes, ma'am.
Could you do number 22?
All right, I had already worked out 22 somewhere. Where is that? Oh, can I have it? I'll give it back to you. All right, 22. It's right here. All right, let's look at 22. We're given 2 points and we're given the slope. Y2 minus y1, 12 minus 8 over, bless you, x2, which is r, minus -4, equals the slope, which is 4/3. If you don't have it set up correctly, you're going to get it wrong. Okay, this is simply my slope formula. Y2, here. Let me focus that, hold on. So here I do the math, 12 minus 8 is 4. I got rid of the double negative, r plus 4 equals 4/3. Cross multiply, 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times r plus 4, we got to distribute. 4r, 4 times 4 is 16. And you solve for r, and you get -1. You still can't see it very well. That's a little better. Yes, ma'am.
I don't understand how you have the 12 -8 over.
12 minus 8. Here's the form.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how you put that into the equation.
Okay, here's the formula for slope. We were given 2 points. Look in your book. Are you looking at 22? All right. In the problem, it says find the value of r so that the line passes through the pair of points that has the given slope. You're trying to find r. 2 points, y2, y1, x2, x1. Do you want me to label those points so you can see that? You're using the formula to find r. We have the slope. It's given to us, 4/3. So it's equal to 4/3. Right, so here. -4, 8. That's your first point. And then R12 is your second one. So you have X1, Y1, X2, Y2. And I'm using the formula for slope, which is here. Okay? And I'm literally plugging in minus Y1, which is 8, over X2, which is R, minus X1, which is -4. I have done no math here. I'm using the formula for slope, setting it equal to what we were given. You need to look in your book before, because if you're not understanding the problem, you won't know how to set it up.
Yeah, I can see it now. I was wondering how you got the points there, but I can see it.
So this is what we were given, okay? And I'm just labeling to going to the formula, okay? Hold on, Keegan?
Below the formula where the 12 minus 4, is that equals 4r, or is that 12 minus 4r?
Where are you seeing 12 minus 4r?
Below the formula and,
Here?
Yeah, below that.
12 equals 4r.
Okay.
That was my work from up here. I just rewrote it.
Okay.
Sorry.
I couldn't tell because like the.
I know. Thank you. Yeah.
So, where you did like the 4 over r plus 4 and you get the 4/3,
Mhm.
how'd you get the 12 equals 4 and then you have to multiply to the r plus 4?
Yeah,
Cross-
that's what,
Cross multiply 4 times 3. But guys, this is a proportion.
Oh,
You remember how to solve proportions? Cross multiply. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times r plus 4. Okay?
Oh.
Yeah, this is right here. The whole point of it, this is a 2 ratios equal. Guys, it all comes back. Do y'all believe me now? How
Yeah.
many times have I said
I
it? You're going to wait and see what we do
I had
today.
no idea where the cross multiply were.
So 2 equal ratios, proportion. Yes, ma'am.
So you simplify what you had up at the top, the 12 minus 8.
12 minus 8 is 4. Yep,
That's how you got the proportion. And then you
Yep.
got the proportion you can-
yep. So 12 minus 8 is 4. R minus negative 4, I'm going to go ahead and just make that positive. Okay? That just carries down, and then you cross multiply. Remind me at the end of class, I'll find another one, and we'll do another one. Okay? All excellent questions. Excellent. All right, we ready?
Yeah.
All right, I need you to go to a new page in your notes. Distance learner, absent students, we are starting section 3-4. So this video will be, unfortunately, a little longer. I'm going to write the title. I need some more paper. All right. This is one of my favorite sections. All right, if you want to look at your book as we follow along, we are on page 171. This is called slope intercept form. You have been introduced this very briefly last year, but I'm going to act like you haven't just because. That's all I'll say. Slope intercept form is right here. Here is another formula you need to remember. Okay, let me be clear though. This is not on your quiz Monday. Okay, this is not on your quiz. I have 2 pens missing. Okay, slope intercept form. I'm going to do several examples today. One's not harder than the other. In fact, I could do them in any order. Usually when I do a lesson, I kind of start simple and I build, if you hadn't noticed that. This lesson is different. I could start with any example and it's all going to come together, okay? So bear with me when we're doing these. Every example we do in a few minutes will be related to each other. There are so many different ways. This is not hard. You need to listen to the graphing part, but you know how easy graphing X and Y intercepts are? Guys, this is easier. This will make graphing, I think, kind of fun. Okay, but you got to listen. There's like 1 or 2 steps that you really have to focus on. All right. Okay, the whole section is called slope intercept form. All right, slope, we know the formula. Okay, slope here is M. I don't know why it is M, but it is. Maybe next class I can see about why. There's some silly reason. I don't know. All right. B is your y-intercept. B is your y-intercept. Okay. That's really all the notes you're getting today. That's it. That is it. How you're going to learn what we're doing is just by example, okay? In addition to mostly will be some classwork that you're going to learn, not as you go, but kind of as you go, all right? A lot of this will be like, oh, I get it now. So let's just get started. Quick review. Y-intercept. What does that mean? What is the y-intercept? You let x equal 0, and it's a point on the y-axis, right? Remember I told you the y-intercept was going to be more important? This is why, okay? We are using this equation to graph, okay? To graph. Notice y is by itself, okay? So let's just start with an example. I'm just gonna given slope equals 3/4 and y-intercept, I'll move, hold on, is equal to -2. The directions are, number one, right in slope-intercept form. Okay? And then the second one is to graph. I will show you how to graph. And there are steps to it. Let's do the slope-intercept form first. I'm sorry, Adriana. Is that better? Okay. Slope-intercept form, guys, is so helpful. All right, I am going to use my slope and y-intercept. Here is my slope. Here is my y-intercept. My equation is positive 3/4 x minus 2. That is it. If you notice, I was given slope, that's m, right? I took 3/4, I put in front of x. I have my y-intercept, which is b, -2. That is all you do. I am using what I'm given, and I'm substituting it for the slope and y-intercept. How are we doing so far? That's not hard, right? Okay, slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. What does m stand for? What does b stand for? Y-intercept. Now, we are told to graph. I have two little marks here. These are the steps. That's what these are for. Okay, the first one, plot the y-intercept. In this case is 0, -2. I'm telling you, that's the first thing you do, right? How many points do we need for a line? A minimum of 2. We have one right in front of us. Number 1, plot the y-intercept. So everybody has a piece of graph paper, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to use this right here. My intercept, more specifically, my y-intercept is -2. 0, -2. It is right here. Before I move on, I need everybody to make sure y'all understand this. Slope-intercept form. This is a formula like kind of an equation. We're going to graph using this formula. First thing you do, plot the y-intercept. Guys, the y-intercept in this form is literally right in front of you every time. Okay, when I say right in front of you, bam, there it is. You see? -2, -2. Can I move on?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I need one more point, right?
Yeah.
Does anybody have any idea what to do? Come on. Rise over run. Slope. What is my slope over here?
3/4.
3/4. It's positive, right? Okay, I'm going to use this as my little scratch paper. You'll see why in a second. All right. start at y-intercept, rise, over, run, using slope. Rise, over, run. So first thing you do, plot the y-intercept, -2. Starting from here, this is important. Rise, over, run, okay? So my slope is 3/4. Starting here, rise, 1, 2, 3. Run, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why am I going to the right?
That's
It's
positive.
positive, very good. Okay. Does somebody know why I wrote this down over here? I could do another point.
4, 3. You did that.
Right. How can I rewrite this?
Make it bigger.
Right. -3 over -4. Do you have to do this? No. I'm just showing you. Going back to the y-intercept. Down 3/4. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes. And there you go. The key is, first thing you do, plot the y-intercept. Next, from the y-intercept, you use your slope, and you go rise over run. You can either, depends on if there's a negative or not, okay? Any more questions? It's not too bad, is it?
Easy goes.
Okay? I think I'm only gonna do one more. Okay? All right, so I'm gonna do a new page. Give me a second to get this off. All right, let's do one more. I'm gonna do it a different way, okay? Example 2. Given 3x plus 2y equals 6. Bless you. Write in standard form, slope-intercept form. Just a reminder, y equals mx plus b. Graph using slope-intercept form. All right, who can tell me, this equation I gave you, what form is that? Standard form, okay? So we need to solve for slope-intercept form. Basically, we need to solve for y, okay? Going back to the end of chapter 1, all right? We need y by itself, okay? I want you to start that now. That's nothing new. You've done that on and off this whole year. Okay, so go ahead and do that now. And I've run out of room, so I'm gonna have to. Here is your slope intercept. Okay. I hope you believe me when I now say fractions kind of are a good thing right now. Okay, rise over run. So I get a negative slope. Does everybody see that? Y equals -3/2. Where's it? -3/2. What's another way I can write that, keeping the negative?
3 over -2.
Yes. Right? So, let me stop there. In this equation, what is my y-intercept?
3.
Which is B, is +3. So the point is 0, 3. So let me get a graph. Remember, the first step in graphing is to plot that point. Okay, I thought I had another little one. Using the graph you have. Let me scoot this up. All right, +3 is right here. All right, and my slope? -3/2. My steps are starting at the y-intercept, rise over run, -3/2. So I'm going to rise down 3. Why am I going down 3?
Because it's negative.
Right. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And over to the right 2. 1, 2, 3. Down 3 over +2. You can even have 3 over -2. You can stop there and draw your line. You can be done. If you have the negative in a different place, you can go up 3, 1, 2, 3, over to the left 2. You see how it's going to be on the same line? Okay. All right, now what we're going to do, it's 11:15. I have a few problems for you to work on, classwork. If you will, go to your books. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Page 174. Numbers 1 through 13 odd. And let's get started immediately, okay? And I will give you the answers to these at the very end, but this is classwork, so make sure you do the odds. Can I go last room? Yeah, keep working on it until you get.